Hello, how are you? Today I'm going to be doing the Booktube newbie tag. I wasn't tagged by anybody in particular, but I'm new, so I wanted to participate anyway. Is that how this works? I don't know, I'm dumb. I'm not gonna waste any more time rambling, so let's just get right into this. Question 1. Why did you start this channel? The books. I was first drawn to Booktube circa 2016-2017 and always contemplated making my own channel. The problem was the thought of me showing my face on camera was terrifying. So I figured, let me just sit in my own corner of the internet and watch videos all day and stuff. Then last year my brain said to me, why can't you just get it done, you idiot? And I was like, you know what? You're right. And now here I am, yay. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? In terms of uniqueness... I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, seriously, I'm not. But I graduated from art school, and I want to put my drawing skills to good use, probably during individual book reviews or something. In other words, you might see fan art on here at some point, so that's hot. There's definitely gonna be some original art on this channel also, more on that in a bit. You may also see an anime review once in a blue moon, because I cannot stop inhaling that stuff. So yeah, question 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? The books. Okay, besides that. I really want to talk about books and just vibe, honestly. Maybe have someone to talk about books with, because I don't really get that a lot where I'm from. Maybe it's because I'm too scared to talk to people, which is a problem. Besides book reviews and other things, I also want to have a separate series on here where I talk about my individual projects and stuff. Namely the webtoon that I've been working on for about a year now, which I'm really excited about. Stay tuned. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? The books. Okay, no, I'll stop. There are 2 main reasons why I love reading so much. Of course, the escapist aspect is one of them. Reading, in essence, takes you to a place outside of Earth, and it's pretty fascinating what the human mind can come up with. Legit, you can just vibe and forget about the world for an hour, and nobody can bother you. The other reason why I love reading so much is... I'm not sure what the term is for it, but there is nothing that compares to reading a story with an excellent plotline and excellent character work, and I've come across a few in my time reading. The feeling of putting a book down and thinking, holy crap, this is good, is something else. Question number 5. What book or series got you into reading? This may surprise absolutely no one, but that book would be The Hunger Games. I was 14, I think, when I picked up the first book, so that would mean I was in 9th grade. I read it in 2012, a couple months before the first movie came out, and I remember thinking that it was the best thing since sliced bread. Probably contrary to some of the other fans of the books, I was more hooked on the premise of a fight to the death in an arena with no one to lean on except for yourself. Delicious. Even when I was a huge fan of The Hunger Games, I was never on Team PETA or Team Gale. The romance was literally the last thing on my mind. From there, it was pretty much a domino effect. My reading experience, or lack thereof, was never the same after I read The Hunger Games, which I also credit with me getting into the YA genre for a good 9 years or so. Maybe I shouldn't say that because I do still occasionally reach for a YA novel if it piques my interest, but I have found that my interest and demographic of choice have changed over the last 10 years. Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? There's only one. How in the blue hell do you read so much? No, seriously. I'm seeing people read 7, 8, 12 books a month, and I'm in shock in the corner, quaking in my pants, wondering how, in the name of Shakespeare himself, people are pulling this off. Not just my faves, when, at my peak, I was probably reading only 4 a month. And I'm assuming people are able to do this without frying their brains for a week in the process. I am filled with jealousy. Please teach me your ways. I gotta clear my TBR somehow. These books aren't gonna read themselves. Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? You thought I was gonna say the books, didn't you? It's actually the camera. Overwhelming stage fright has historically been a problem. I've never enjoyed being center stage. I think it's terrifying. I clam up every time I think about it. I'm about to pee my pants thinking about it. Problem is, if I don't get over it now, then I never will, so here I am. Question number 8. When did you start reading? I already answered this, but I'll do it again. Why not? I always found myself with a book in my hand on occasion growing up, but it wasn't until 2012 that I really got into reading. I I hit a rough patch in 2016, aka the year where I only read 3 books, but to be fair, I was in my first year of college. 2017 was comparatively a much better year for me. I read 32 books that year, and I haven't managed to replicate that success since. I used to be pretty peeved about that, but I've slowly learned to not care, and that's going better for me than it did last year, which is good. Question 9. Where do you read? It depends. When I'm at home, usually I'll just sit in the reading alcove I have in the corner of my office and just read books for an hour. But once in a blue moon, I'll come down here and read in the big red chair. When I'm outside, it'll usually be whenever I have a free moment, so like at a restaurant or an event at the mall or something. I usually read indoors, the outdoors is too distracting for me. Question number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? My favorite genre, without question, is fantasy, preferably higher epic fantasy. Almost all of my all-the-time favorites are high fantasy, in fact. Back in 2012, 2013, it was actually YA dystopian novels. But in my defense, I was like 15. But there are a couple of those dystopian novels that still have a special place in my heart, because I used to really like those back in the day. These days, though, I've started to gravitate towards fiction and mystery novels, so those have been cropping up in my TBR lately. Question number 11. What does your book collection look like? Books. Lots of books. Books that have been sitting on the shelves for years. The TBR grows ever longer. To be honest, I'm not sure how else to answer this. So that was the Booktube newbie tag. I have now exposed myself as a noob of Booktube. Yay. If you made it to the end of this video, then thank you for watching to the end. Feel free to leave a comment on your thoughts down below or book suggestions. Or you can just call me a noob, you wouldn't be wrong. My next video will be my first individual book review, which I want to keep a surprise at the moment. So if you're interested, please like and subscribe, and also send me some virtual spaghetti or something. And, thanks for watching! Behold, snow. Here in northern New Jersey, we get this every other week.